Okay, welcome back. And it's been 24 hours since I put on the horizontal stabilizer. It's time to put on the vertical stabilizer. And both of these are critical components, and I want them nice and straight and even. So what I do here is, this was a test of how to put it together. So I've got two nice long pieces of the low tack tape, and I'm going to let that one hang down right there. And I've got a nice long piece over here I'm going to let hang down on this side. And here I've got my 90-degree triangle. Okay, I've got it all set up to where it's right where I want it. When I put this in, I know it's right 90 degrees. Basically it's 90 degrees here, this way, 90 degrees this way, parallel this way, and I'm certain that it's going to be 90 degrees when I put it in. So what we're going to do is spread a little epoxy across here and across here, and across to this. There's three holes here, 1, 2, 3. The third hole is where the wire for the tail wheel goes, so don't put any epoxy in there. You can put some epoxy up to here, and I am going to put some epoxy in these holes here, and I have trimmed about half of the tab off because I want epoxy on this. This is a really good strong, and it needs to be good strong plywood, but I want epoxy on these sides and in the hole enough. It's going to be a light coat because I don't want it dripping all down in the bottom. But if it does drip, I'm not going to care too much. But I'm going to put a light coat in the holes, put a light coat on here as the last item. I'm going to paint these first, and then paint the bottom of this, and then I'll put some epoxy there, and then we're going to put it in place and tape it on. Again, it doesn't need a lot of pressure. These pieces of tape will give it enough pressure to hold it in place while the glue sets. The other thing you want to make sure is that the angle and everything is fitting nice and flush, and it is. So with that said, I guess I'm ready to mix. I got my sticks ready, got my cup, got I use Zap 30-minute epoxy, got my cotton swabs, got my paper towel roll, got my alcohol, got 3 brushes, and that should be enough to get going. So here we go. I won't need as much as I did yesterday when I did the horizontal stab, but again, I'm not going to try to do too little. I want to make sure I do too much. So here we go. You can't see that, but that's okay. You've seen me pour epoxy before. Now I'm going to sort of cover the bottom of the cup, trying to make sure I get 50-50 mixture. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right. Put the proper caps back on the proper ones. Get out my stick and start stirring. Okay, nice good amount. I note the time. And get a brush out. And what I'm going to do here is do the fuselage first. because it's just going to sort of sit there. I'm also going to make sure it covers the red Monocoat, because not much, but just enough to make sure that that red Monocoat doesn't come up in the corners. Okay, that's probably way too much, but that's okay. That's why we have a nice big bottle of 91% isopropyl alcohol. Alright, so now we'll do the bottom of this. This is where the cup really comes in handy, because you can't hold the brush, the piece you're gluing, and the cup at the same time. So I like my cup holder. Y'all seen my cup holder before. In case you haven't, there it is. And take your time, no reason to rush. I just realized you don't need to do the bottom of the tabs. I did the bottom of one, probably not going to hurt, but I will wipe that up carefully, because there's nothing on the bottom of the tab to glue to. Okay, almost there. I'm going to put a little in the two holes here, just a little run down at each corner. Don't do the third hole. Okay. All right, looking good. Throw that one away. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to start with this one and pull it nice and tight, pressing up against the 90-degree right angle, and tape him down. Okay. Then this is going to go in. Hold it down again. All right. Okay. Now it's cleanup time. First off, I'm going to take my cup, just enough left to put my test stick in. And we'll leave that right there to witness when we're done. Okay, I've got a mess here. I better start cleaning up faster than this. I brushed it too much and got it outside the lines, as they say. This is where paper towels come in handy, because they wipe up better. Gonna need a lot more paper towels than 2 this time. Okay, the front is coming up a little. So grab my tape. And the back is being held very nicely, but the front isn't. Didn't think about that. Take a nice big piece of blue tape and tape this front down. Actually, I gotta wait a minute, because I have not cleaned this front part off yet. Cleaned off on one side, but not the other. Okay. Okay, that'll hold the front down. Yep, that's good. More paper towels. We've been out at this about 7 minutes. One swipe per paper towel too. No sense spreading it where you don't need it. You might ask why 91% rubbing alcohol. Because it dries clean. Alright, so now let's just check here. Okay, you're down good. That needs to be a little tighter. Let's see if I can get that a little tighter. Lift up one piece of this tape. Press down hard. And put the tape back in. Yep, okay, that's good. All right, if you've done your painting well, this is good to go. No need to turn it over, but I am going to look inside. I don't see any drips inside. That's good. Exactly what I wanted. All right, my 90-degree angle. By the way, this 90-degree triangle is a Hobbyco, and it has a big round cutout, so you can get to the fin when you need to, and just taping it on there, make sure that it's easy to do when you're putting the stuff down. But I'm going to let that sit there, and the 90-degree angle will sit there. There's no glue on it. These look good and tight. That's good and tight. So we're good to go. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.